Harrisburg is actually the capital of the fucking whole United States.
Really?
Yeah. They know it.
Crazy.
It goes back to the 80s. How old are you?
20?
Oh, then you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I come from freaking 70s, 80s, and 90s.
70s, 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
80s were so horrible.
Really?
Yeah.
What was so bad about it?
War.
War? Was that when World War II was going on?
No, World War III.
World War III?
Yeah, World War II was over. Hitler was out of the way.
Oh, God.
It goes back. They keep on trying to go back in time. That's what they do in this country, too. They keep going back in time all the way to Civil War. And it causes conflict. It causes
How many
aggression.
people died in World War III?
Millions.
Millions?
I would say about
I think I heard they
billions.
almost wiped out half the population.
Genocide.
Genocide.
Yep. It all comes from Israel. It was a religious thing.
Yeah.
Every time I see this evil, see these gargoyles,
Yeah.
even this swan or whatever, crane,
Yeah.
the Oriental people deal with dragon worship. When you idol worship, God says, I will eliminate you.
Yeah. Do you go to church?
Christian.
A Christian?
But they defiled Christianity through part for, I hate to say this,
Yeah.
sexual pollution, I call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They ruined us with the sexuality.
Yeah.
That was the 60s.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this.
Okay.
Free love, make war. It's better off to have war than open sexuality because
Yeah.
it spreads venomous disease. It's called HIV, and it's called a sexual
HIV?
issue. HIV is AIDS.
AIDS.
Yeah. Which is,
I think I had that once.
And you got rid of it?
Yeah, I got really lucky.
How'd you get rid of it?
I had the doctor, some crazy doctor.
Gave you some medicine?
Yeah, he gave me some medicine. I got it
Boom.
some.
That's
I
what
got
I
it from
said. They got a
some.
cure for it.
I got it from some crack whore named Lily.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Be careful with heroin addicts now, though. They got
Yeah.
hepatitis and AIDS
Oh.
going on.
Yeah.
I know that for years. When I was a kid, I was caught up in the '60s bullshit.
Yeah.
I was a flower child kid, actually, in the '70s and '80s. Drugs were prevalent. Ronald Reagan was president, and he ruined the economy.
Everyone was doing drugs.
Oh yeah.
Crazy. Yeah.
I call it doped and broke.
Dope and rope.
Yep. They doped us and roped us.
Yeah.
All you have to do is shut down Florida, put that wall up, and the drugs go away, and the crime goes away.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all the immigrants bringing in the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're bringing in diseases too, hepatitis, because
Yeah.
they live in a squalor nation.
Yeah. They got diseases crawling all over them.
So that's why the coronavirus. But China.
That's probably why I got HIV from that girl Lily. She's Mexican. That's probably why she gave it to me.
Oh yeah, they were quick to spread it on you. I was down in Mexico before, and I seen some hookers.
Yeah.
I was in the military. I told everybody they already got hepatitis and AIDS.
Yeah.
So get away from them.
Yeah. They're scary.
They were a Christian nation, but Lucifer plays his game with Christians.
Yeah.
I love Mexico. Mexico is a beautiful nation because they got Christianity.
Yeah.
'Cause
They
when
love their God.
Yeah. But he's playing games with
Yeah.
them, and he makes them eat.
Yeah.
Latinos own the drug trade in California.
Really?
You're darn right.
Yeah.
So if you go to California, if you're into drugs there, make your money quick, get out of there.
Yeah.
Go to the East Coast and sit there. Hey man, I got $500,000 fucking dollars, man. I'll sit here and fucking just you would sit
Yeah.
there.
I was back.
But it's bad money. I call blood money.
Yeah. Back in the old days when I was in the dirt, I was selling drugs. And
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
To make
And the
a
Mexican
living.
cartel, they took my drugs from me.
Oh, Mexican.
Just so from themselves.
Oh,
They
that
took
was-
it from me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I was
They'll
left with
blackmail
nothing.
you. They'll
Yeah.
blackmail you too.
I had to
Say
live
they'll
off the
give you
grid.
drugs and you can't pass the drugs on.
Yeah.
They'll come, say, hey, you ain't passing the drugs. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. I got in a shootout with them. They almost shot me.
Did
I
you
got,
kill?
I shot a couple. They were hit. I don't know if they dead though. I hit.
Those do drive-bys. You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
With drive-bys. They're doing it right here in York.
Really?
Boom, boom. I almost got killed in York
Oh, what happened?
by black gang members.
Black gang members.
Yeah.
What'd they do?
They beat me up. I stood my ground like a fool. I should have ran.
Yeah. No, that's
I was
good
on-
to stand your ground.
Yeah, don't stand your ground anymore. Once you stand your ground, you're going to get killed. I got beat up by some Jamaican guy. He was running around being a racist. He was beating up white people, and he was going with a white woman.
Yeah.
And she goes, he ain't going down, he ain't going down. I said, yeah, this man ain't going down. I'm going to stand my ground. When you're in Pennsylvania, though, if you stand your ground, though, it's a good way to get hurt.
Yeah.
I
You
do
gotta
like
fight
that
back.
law, but you know, once you get in bounds, it gets bounds. But there's a secret way, you know. They say all you got to do is just play the game,
Yeah.
camouflage it up,
Yeah.
mask it up.
Yeah. When I was in the
Freedom,
cartel.
freedom of bearer arms.
Yeah. When I was.
Are you a felon?
Huh?
Are
Yeah.
you-
I get it. When I was
Oh,
getting chased
so
by the
you-
cartel with the
so if
drugs.
you-
You know, when I was in the drugs, they captured me and they made me fight a bunch of them. I had to get in a ring.
Oh, yeah, they
and I had to dress
boom,
in
boom,
my
boom.
I had to dress in my shorts and they beat me and whipped me and threw rocks at me and stuff.
They will prostitute you out too.
Yeah, they made
Men
me
too.
they made me go in the street at gunpoint and like fuck
Where
a
at?
bunch of guys
Where at?
down in Mexico.
Oh, Mexico. Don't go to Mexico anymore.
I
wall
I
needs-
learned my lesson.
Once that wall goes up,
Yeah.
that thing's stuffed. All they got to do is about maybe 20, 25 years until the drugs run out.
Yeah.
I say
no drugs are getting through there when that wall's up.
that's what I mean. I call it Doped Road.
Doped and broke. Yeah.
Yeah. The American government back in the 50s when John F. Kennedy, he was catering to the Mexican people because he
John F.
felt
Kennedy. Wait, that's my great great grandpa.
They killed him.
I'm Nick Kennedy.
he tried to help people. He was a Christian,
Really?
Irish Christian.
Yeah.
That's what happened to him. He had too many enemies. That's what happened to him.
Yeah.
His own government had a coup, what they call a coup, a French coup.
Mm-hmm.
They murdered him. They murdered the Kennedys all.
Yeah. Crazy.
It goes back. They keep going back in time.
Yeah.
They won't let the rest back in time. Cuba,
Cuba.
right now, got nuclear weapons yet. At any given moment, Washington, D.C. can get blown away by the communists.
Yeah.
I don't like communist nations because they are evil.
Yeah.
You said Harrisburg was communist, right?
Or York.
No, Harrisburg is Commonwealth state owned by the Russian government. Mr. Putin has his hand in our government. And Donald Trump made a mistake. He's a businessman. Putin wants to be a free country, but the hardliners are controlling Mr. Putin. But now Mr. Putin now is the president.
Is
You
he
don't
still
mess
in?
around with communist nations.
Yeah.
We are going ahead. If we go to Korea, you know what I mean? If they didn't,
Kim Jong Un's gonna nuke us.
yeah.
Yeah.
He will nuke us. We will send 15 million men, Americans, and we've got nuclear warheaded underground or up top.
Yeah.
But the Chinese use.
Chinese.
No, listen.
Okay.
This is about communism. Chinese uses Vietnam, their puppet government. They make communists. They really don't want war, but they use their other people. But once China runs in by $500 million, all you can do is nuclear warhead them off, and then the world's disaster.
Yeah.
Either way, we're doomed. But I told people before, all you got to do is put sanctions on them. Stay away from Russia.
Russia.
If they go to Yugoslavia, was the communist, there was a 17-year war over there. They were killing people in concentration camps.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wait, what
17
about-
years.
What about
The Middle East is where we have to stay.
what about the country Hawaii?
Hawaii is a mess. They are still
Are they
in
communist?
not really communist. They deal with a religion of Pele.
Are they Christian?
No, no.
Yeah.
They deal with Polynesian government. They used to take virgin women and throw them into
Oh, they were sex
volcanoes.
trafficking. Oh, they threw them in volcanoes.
Virgins to calm the Pele. They say because of Pele,
How did they get them up so close to the volcano?
Lucifer had his game. He's Latin. He loves to control Christianity.
Yeah.
And when our Christians are defiled, right, even right here, you see that?
What?
That fountain?
Yeah.
See the gargoyles? They say gargoyles drive demons away. No, gargoyles drive evil in.
Yeah. They are the devil.
Yep.
They're the devil's little helpers.
And even them
Even the
cranes.
song. Yeah.
Cranes are a part of dragon worship. Dragon worship. Lucifer was
Dragon.
He was a snake. It comes down to. I'll say this. I'll shut up about it. I know religion pretty well.
Yeah. You go to church?
Not really. I can't get there, but they won't let me have Jesus. Jesus is the key. Leavened bread and wine and repentance and faith.
Yeah. It's those Democrats.
Good and bad. God shines on good and bad. He's given Lucifer 2,000 years to bow down, and even his followers. But it's come to the point. We already had the Third World War. We're in the fourth. They pulled the war or not.
Do you know when the fourth is going to start?
I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah. I hope I don't get drafted.
If you get drafted, resist. Because
Resist?
you will get nuclear war headed off. You will
You think
you-
I should just take
No,
all my
no.
money and get off the grid?
get off the grid.
Get off the grid?
But they will find you and they will call you a coward and you will go to prison. See, Biden is trying to be tough with communists and he needs to stop it.
Yeah.
He knows they're an evil nation and we got an evil nation right now because we got a corrupt government. He's trying to figure out how do I deal with Lucifer. Lucifer is the key. He has been loosed by New York City. New York. Well, I will go back. You won't ever know this because the 80s, I was a Marine.
You're a Marine.
Yeah.
Did you get shot?
I was killed.
You were-
And I went to heaven
You
and came
died?
back.
Oh.
I should have stayed in heaven because
Yeah.
Christians will go to heaven. We have to live through hell. But Christianity has been defiled. They are Christians, but they are devil worshippers and they're judging people.
Yeah.
But it's a communist realm that's caused, since the 40s, Stalin knew about nuclear weapons. We helped him out. If it wouldn't have been for America, Russia and China wouldn't even be where they're at because of World War II. The Japanese were fighting. It goes back in time. They keep going back in time to World War II. And Hitler killed the wrong people because evil touched him. He wanted annihilation all over the United States, all over the world. But he knew he was going to lose the war. But he was actually a Christian guy. And Germans now can't march. If Yugoslavia breaks out and Poland, the Russians and the communists are out of Europe. But England is communist.
What about those simps? Have you heard about those simps? Are you a simp?
No.
You're not a simp? You're Christian.
But they
heard those
won't
simps-
let me have my Jesus. We have to get to Jesus first. in
I
order
thought
to get God.
this was Jewish.
No. Jewish people are failing. God said, I will correct them because he wants them to be Christian.
What is God gonna do with those simps?
He's going to wreck their world. God is coming down personally with his son this time. It ain't gonna be no joke. It's gonna be a new world order by Jesus and God Himself. And if Jesus screws up,
Yeah.
God's going to go, hey, you're my son, but I know Lucifer's time. See, it's about the throne. It's a spiritual, economic. Did you see? Can you tell? Yeah. They made one wrong move. Years ago in the Constitution, they said the freedom of religion. It was supposed to be freedom of Christian religion. And even they would have thought, and then after a while, Jesus and God would have corrected. We're supposed to be a Christian nation to help out the whole world. But we come to a point where we can't, we help the world so much. We help Africa out. But they have their own. We can put Christianity in front of people, and they can burn the Bible in front of us. You know what I do? I say, go ahead.
That's what the simps are doing. They're burning the Bibles, and they're gonna try to kick their way up into heaven and take over, try to take over God.
Yeah.
That's what they're simps.
See, I'll tell you this,
Yeah,
young
tell
man,
me.
right now, God has already won. When He brought His
They
Son.
can't be God.
No.
Nah.
His Son. If you honor Jesus, you honor God, and He loves that. He does like Muslims honoring Him, but He says you're going to fall short because the Muslim community are a part of the situation. Lucifer hates Muslims, and he creates a little deception and said, "Follow me,
Yeah.
and you will conquer my throne up. I will give you privileges." But Lucifer, we know I call him a soul collector.
A soul collector.
Yeah. But God will put you in hell. He teaches people, even Christians, He will put you in hell, and then He pulls you out and say, "Hey, Lucifer, that's my soul. You cannot have it."
Yeah.
But I told people before, if you're going to be truly evil in this time frame, He can take everybody, even Christians, and say, "I'm tired of all this, Lucifer." He can pull us to the sun. The sun will burn us like we never existed. He can create a new world.
Yeah.
You know, but I will tell you this. Moses lived to almost 900 years old.
Really?
Moses.
I think Moses was my brother. He lived
Not-
900 years.
700, 800,
Moses Kennedy.
100 years old.
Yeah.
But God wanted us to live, but it comes down to the apple. I say a Lucifer, you know what I say?
What?
An apple a day keeps Lucifer away. Because he did a little embarrassed about being a serpent, sitting there saying, "Hey, Adam and Eve, tempt you with that apple." God said, "Don't touch this." He even told them 3 times, or I don't know how many times, that Lucifer come in as a snake.
Told him a lot.
He had his power. God said, keep your enemies close at hand, because in the end, you got to put God's shield on you. Through Jesus, God said that there is a shield. The 4 horsemen are going to rise very shortly when God wants it. But what God even said, even Jesus doesn't know the hour when the 4 horsemen are going to rise. And this time, the Third World War is over. We're in the 4th.
Yeah.
I lived through the 3rd.
The third. Did you fight in the third?
United States Marine Corps.
Oh. What about the second one? You fight in the second one too?
I was in the Third World War.
So you didn't fight in the second one?
No.
Where was the Third World War?
Third World War came after the Second World War.
Where was it?
Where did it take place?
It was mainly Israel.
Israel.
And,
Why did
and
it-
Yugoslavia is
Why
the
did it
key.
start? Was it those simps? Did it start that war?
It was evil.
Evil.
Lucifer goes around
Was it
the
those
world.
evil simps?
If you don't worship like paganism,
Yeah.
because England hates paganism, and they thought the Irish were pagan gods, and they were worshiping basically Lucifer, pagan gods, and like Odin, you know, the Viking gods.
Yeah.
That's evil.
Evil.
Yeah, it's part of evil. But Christianity came into Europe. They had the Spanish Inquisition. They started spreading, but they were wrong though. God even corrected them and said, you can't kill people. You can only give them a little privilege,